Welcome back again to Quick and Easy Tech. Today we're going to talk about SQL Server Integration Services, SSIS. So today is going to be part 7, how to move and rename multiple flat files with DateTime after loading them to SQL Server table and SSIS package. So let's just go back to the files. So I have these files. I have 8 files. I have 4 customer files and I have 4 employees files, and each file has 4 columns: ID, first name, last name, and state, and I have 3 rows, 4 columns and 3 rows each file. I have all text files. So I have so I wanna load those files to the SQL Server table, and then after I load them, I want to move them to a different folder, and then I want to rename them again with DateTime. So I want to have the customers, I want to have the file names, so which is customers _1, and then I want to have the DateTime, and then move them to the different folder. So now what happened? Let's just create a new folder. We're gonna call it moved folder file. Okay, so we're just gonna call it the archive folder. Or you're just gonna call it the moved files. So we're gonna move the files to this folder here. So let's just go back to SQL Server. I have a database called SSIS test database, and then I have only one table so far. I have a customer tables I've created. DBO customer. So let's just truncate it. I have data inside table. Okay, so I have table called customers in SSIS test database. I have ID, first name, last name, and state. Let's go back to Visual Studio, and then we have to create a new package. And then we're just gonna name it load multiple flat file and rename and move them. I'm just gonna call this part 7. Okay, so now we got the new package now. So now what we have to do, since we are pulling the data from flat file, txt file, to SQL Server destination, so we have to go back here and get the data flow task, double click on it, and then we have to get the source. Since the source it's a flat file, so we have to get the flat file source, drag and drop, and then we have to navigate it to the source folder. Double click on the flat file source. You have to navigate it new, and then browse. We have to navigate. So we got it. So we have 8 files here. We have 8 files. Just click on one of them. You can click on 4, and just one of them, because we're gonna use it for each loop. We're gonna loop through every single one of them. Let's just click on the first one, click OK, and then make sure the format it's delimited. Columns names in the first data row. Yes, we have. So the column names it's in the first row. So back again, columns, we have the data shown here. Advanced, you can change the data type here, but I'm going to show you how you use the data conversion to preview it. Okay, columns, everything is mapped, and then click OK. So since we are loading it to the SQL Server table, so we have to get a OLEDB destination. I drag and drop OLEDB destination and then connect it to the destination. Double click on the destination, and then we have to navigate to the SQL Server database. Click New. Just remove this. I'm going to show you how to create a new one. Click New. You have to get the server name. Go back to SQL Server table, connect database engine, copy the server name, or you can select. You can do select query to get the server name from here. Back to Visual Studio, paste it, and then we have to select the proper database name. We have a database called SSIS test database, and then have a table called customers. I have only one table. Back here, select SSIS test database, test connection succeeded. Click OK, click OK. OK here, and then you have to select the proper table. You have only one table called customers. Go to mappings, and then you're gonna map, because this is because it did so. The nation did not recognize the column name from the source, because the source name is different than the destination. So having flat file f name in SQL Server table, I have a first name, just map it. First name with first name ID, because I have in text file ID is matched with the ID automatically. So it's just gonna click OK. So now we have a problem with the truncation, because the state, go back to the destination SQL Server and then click on the customers, and then if you look here, I have 4 columns. I have ID, first name, last name, and state. ID, I have integer for a data type. First name, I have varchar string. This is a non-Unicode, and then 100 length. Varchar, which is string, non-Unicode. For the state, I have the character is 2, not 50. If you go back to the flat file, click on the connection, and go to advanced, click on the state. I have the state set on 50, and the destination is in 2. It's in 2. So what we have to do, you can change it from here, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drag and drop data conversion here. Break the connection, reconnect again, and then connect to the destination. Double click on data conversion, and then select all of them. Since I have the ID, it's integer, and then first name non-Unicode, this is varchar, which is string, 100, 102. So go back again and change the data type for the ID for the integer. You can have two sign integer or 4 sign integer. I'm gonna have a 4 byte sign integer, and then string. This is right string varchar. It's non-Unicode, so we should be okay here. We just have to change the length. So we're just gonna change it from 150 to 100, and then for the state we have 2 characters. If you see here, I got only 2 characters here. Back again, and then after we converted, we have a new output alias. So that's the original column names from the source folder, from the source file, and this is the new name of the source columns, the new name. So we have to remap the destination to the new names here. Click OK, and then you have to back again to the destination. We have to remap again, maps, and then get the copy of the ID, because the old ID was see that string, and the new ID we got it, it's gonna be integer, 4 byte sign integer. The same thing for the state. We have state 50 length, it's gonna be string, is okay, but here is 2. So you can just drag and drop copy of the ID, or you can do it from here. First name, copy the first name, copy of the last name, copy of the state, click OK. Back to control flow, and then if you run the package now, you're gonna load only one file, it's not gonna load all through the file. So what you have to do, we have to get the for each loop container. For each loop container will help us loop through all the files. We have 8 files here. So back again, and then drag and drop for each data flow task inside. Just zoom in, and then what we have to do, if you double click on the for each container to configure it, click on connection. You can hard code it. You can select, you can copy the file path from here. You can paste it here, but I don't want to paste it here because you're gonna be hard coded. What does that mean? If someone moved the file or the file path has been changed, every source, every component inside if you have multiple packages, if you have a multiple component, you have to change every single file path. So this is going to be a bad idea. So the best way, just right click on the empty pan, click on variable, create a new variable. We're going to call it a file path. The data type, we're going to get the data type to string, paste it here. So what's going to happen, if you change the file path from here, and it's going to be a different folder or anything, so just copy the file path and paste it here, and every component associated with the file path variable will change automatically. So we're done here. Back again, click on the data flow for each loop, go to connection, and then we have to get the directory from the expression. Get the expression. Okay, so we got the for each file enumerator. That's what we want. Expression, get the directory, and then click on the expression, double click, and then drag and drop the file name inside. Evaluate the expression. Click OK. Click OK, and then here files. What do you want to do? Do you want to get everything from the folder? For example, if you have here CSV files, or you have Excel files, so you have multiple files here with the multiple extensions. So you wanna load everything, or you wanna load only the CSV files? So far, I wanna load only the TXT files. So change the asterisk to TXT file. And then what do you want to do? What do you want to do here? You want to get the full qualified or name and extension. In this scenario, I don't want to have the full qualified. Why? Because later I'm gonna try to move the file from here to the move folder, and then I'm gonna rename them. I'm gonna add the DateTime next to the file name. So I want to have the file name, and then I'm gonna add DateTime next to the file name. So I'm not interested in fully qualified, just the file name. And then we have to save the file name and extension in variable. Click on variable mapping, create a new variable, and then we're going to call it a file name. So this is going to be a file name and extension. Value type is going to be string. Click OK. Click OK. So what's going to happen here, if you run the package, since we have 8 files here, so the for each loop will loop 8 times, keep looping 8 times only on customers. So we're gonna have 1 2 3 1 2 3. This is gonna be 8 times. We don't want to do that. We want to loop through once every single file. So go back again, and then right click on the expression on the connection string, but right click on the flat file connection string properties, and then set the expression file full path property, and then choose connection string expression, and then you have to build a file full path. File full path contains of file path plus double quote // double quote plus the file name. That's a full file path. Click OK. Click OK. Let's go back to SQL Server. Make sure we don't have a data. Let's just run the package and see what's going to happen. So everything's fine. The package execution completed. Stop debugging, and then go back again, select it, execute the table. Look, we have 24 rows. See that? 24 rows because we have 8 files, and each file can have 3 rows. So we have 8 multiply 3, 24. So we got 24 tables, 24 rows here. But what's next? What we have to do? We have to move the file from this existing current folder to the mode folder, and then we have to rename it. So we have two new requirement. So let's just truncate the data now. Make sure we don't have nothing. Okay, so back again. What we have to do in order to move the file and rename them, we have to get a file system task here. File system task connected, and then double click on file system task, and then what are you going to do here? Since we are dealing with the variable and its source path variable, yes, but we don't have it yet. And the same thing with the destination, and we're gonna rename the file, because rename is gonna do 2 tasks. It's gonna rename the file and move them. We don't want to delete the file, we don't want to move the file, we want to rename and move. So we have to get the file path for the source, and then file full path for the destination. For the destination, we need to file full path plus a DateTime. So cancel, go back again to variable. We have to go get a file full path. You're gonna have a file name plus the file path plus the file name. Click a new variable. We're gonna call it the file full path. We're gonna have the data type is gonna be string again. Sorry, string, and then we're gonna build it. Click up here, and then double click. We're gonna have a file path plus double quote / double quote plus sorry, I got a pipe here. So / and then double quote plus, we're gonna have a file name here. So that's the file full path. We done that, the file full path. But what about the destination? The destination, we need to have a destination is gonna be is gonna be what? It's gonna be the path for the new folder plus the DateTime. Back again, create a new variable. We're gonna call it moved folder path. Okay, gonna be another string here, paste it. We got it, but again, we need to have a DateTime also. We can just, if you select the file, the mode file path, we're just gonna move it. We're not gonna rename it. We need to rename it with the DateTime. So what we have to do here, click on variable again, and then we have to get the file full path for the mode variable. So it's gonna be mode folder path plus the file name plus the DateTime. How we're gonna do that? We're gonna create a new variable. We're gonna call it moved folder full path here. We're gonna have string here. We're gonna build expression here. Click on the expression, maximize it, and then bring it down. We're just gonna get the moved file path. That's the new this variable for the moved files here. And then we're gonna do plus double quote / double quote plus the file name. We know the file name, but we need to get the DateTime. We don't have a file name so far because we didn't run the package. So what we have to do, just click OK. We can just for the test, copy any of the file name is with the extension. Copy any one of them, and then paste it for the test. This is not gonna do anything. Even if you keep this and run the package is gonna overwrite the file name automatically. So we don't have to do nothing about it. So back here to move folder file path expression again, if you click evaluate expression, that the customers _1 txt. So what we have to do? We have to remove, first of all, we have to remove the extension. We're gonna add the DateTime, and then after that we're gonna add back the extension here. So how we're gonna remove the extension? We're gonna use something called replace, comma, double quote, replace what? Replace .txt, the extension, double quote, comma. You wanna replace it with what? We're gonna replace it with underscore. Okay, hold on a second, I get the double quote, underscore, double quote, and then close parentheses. Sorry, I have to provide the open parentheses before, after replace here. So look what's gonna happen. I got rid of the extension .txt and I added the underscore, and then what we're gonna do here, we're gonna add a DateTime. How we're gonna add the DateTime? We're gonna get something called get date, open parentheses, close parentheses. We're gonna have a problem now with the data conversion because this is string. This is string. The file name is string and the file path is string, and the get date, this is a DateTime. What we have to do, we have to convert the DateTime to string. How we're gonna convert it? You can go to typecast this. You can get the string. So let's just go back here before the get date. Open parentheses dt. Sorry, underscore capital letter here. Underscore str. This is a 9 Unicode. Remember, if you have in destination, if you have in columns, if this is Anvarcar Unicode, you can just add the W before the str. But we are interested only in 9 Unicode string. And then comma, what is the length? 100, 250, we're just gonna have a 50. And then comma, 1252. And then close parentheses. That's the code page. The 1252, that's the code page for the that's the code page for the what they call it, the Latin letter. So we use it in the US. If you use it in the US, if you use most of the data in the USA, you're just gonna use this code page. So what is, okay, just click on variable. Okay, so here you go. I have a problem because of the, hold on a second. Okay, I have to add plus. See that before the DTSTR plus. I didn't get the plus here. Plus. So here I have the DateTime. Let me just show you. Copy it back to SQL Server and then select. And select those. So this is what I got, but I don't wanna have all of them. What I'm gonna do, I want to remove the hyphen, and then they're gonna add underscore instead of the space, and then I want to remove the colon, and then I want to remove all the multi-second. So I'm gonna do that. Go back again to the expression, and then here before the get date, we have to get something called replace again. Open parentheses, go to the end, comma, open a double quote. You wanna replace what? You wanna replace the hyphen. Double quote, comma, you wanna replace it with what? With just nothing. Double quote, close parentheses. Click OK. Okay, so sorry, I have to add open parentheses before the space also. Okay, so here evaluate the expression, we got rid of it, we got rid of the hyphen. So what's the next? We have to add underscore between the zeros, we have to get rid of the space. So back again, we have to add another replace, and then open parentheses, we don't forget this time, comma, double quote, space, double quote, comma. You want to replace the space with what? With underscore, double quote, underscore, double quote, close parentheses. Guys, I added space, so double quote space because this is a space. Evaluate the expression. See, I got rid of the space and then I added the underscore. Now I want to get rid of the column. Back again, replace, open parentheses to the end, go to the end, comma, and then double quote, and then the colon. You want to replace the colon, double quote, comma. You want to replace it with what? With nothing, just double quote, close parentheses. Evaluate the expression, we got rid of it. Let me show you how. Back again here. So I got rid of it. This is how it look like, but I have another mission now. I need to get rid of the multi-second. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do it. We're gonna use something called Substring. So now I want to have after the customer names, after the underscore. So this is the file name. So I want to start from 2 to here. I want to get rid of those. So what I have to do here, get a length here. No, hold on a second. Go back here. You don't have to select all of them. So I want to start from 2 to 1. So copy this section also. I mean only. Don't worry about the underscore. They got nothing to do with the underscore. We are interested with the date. Back here. Sorry. Paste it. And then select. So what do you want? I want to get rid of those. Let's get the length here. Len. Okay, so let's send this. Open parentheses. Go to the end. Sorry. So we need to see how many length here. We got 25, but we need to get rid of this section. We don't want it. So let's see how many lengths we got here. We got 15. So we want to start from 1, which is going to be in 2. So the starting point will be 1 and the end point will be 15. So back again here. So we have to get the substring here before replace. Substring. And then open parentheses, go to the end, comma. You want to start point with 1 and then comma with 15, end with 15, and then close parentheses. Look what's gonna happen. We got it. That's it. Everything has been set. Just click OK. We got it now. So now what we have to do, we have to configure again the file system task. Double click on file system task. We are interested in rename and move. It's going to be rename. Rename is going to do rename and move. Is the source path variable? Yes. Source variable. We're going to point to the file full path. A file full path. File path plus the file name. And for the variable, is the destination variable? Yes. And then the destination variable is going to be the moved folder file path. This is the file path plus the file name plus the DateTime. Click on this. Overwritten destination, that's mean if you have a file, if you have already existed files here and it's going to be the same name, you can just overwritten but we don't have so far. You can just click on yes, no, this is not going to do anything. So just click OK. So now let's go back again. We got the files here. It's going to move to the move folder, and then let's go back to SQL Server. Let's get rid of those. Select the table. We don't have data. Let's run the package and see what's going to happen. Click execute the package. So the package has been successfully. Everything is good. Stop debugging and then back again. Execute it. Look what happened here. So I got the files. I got 24 rows here. Everything is loaded, and then back to the folder. I don't have the files anymore because I moved the files to the move folder. And then okay, guys, I forgot to add something, and because the extension, you have to add the extension. You have to add the extension. Let's go back. I have a backup folders here. Sorry. Just copy those folders again. We have to get the extension back again to the variables, and then click on the move folder file path, and then you have to add the extension back again because we removed the extension. We replaced it with the underscore. So plus double quote .txt double quote. You see that? We got the extension back here. Back again. Let's get rid of the rows. We don't have rows anymore. So now execute the package again. Okay, hold on a second. Let's go back again. So what was the problem? Because I just misspelled the file path. So now let's go back to the executing package. Okay, let's just execute the package. Look what's gonna happen. Everything successfully right now. Go back, SQL Server, execute the table. So we got the table running here. We got all the data. We got 24 rows. We got 24 rows here. No duplicate. Back again to the file. We moved the file to the move folder, and then we renamed it. See that's the customer name underscore, and then that's the DateTime. We got the date plus the time and the extension. If you want to do, what are you gonna do, guys? If you want, you can just let me show you something. Just copy the file again here. Go back again, truncate the table. If you want to get the script, C# script, you want to see the file name. It's going to show you the name of every single file. You can just drag and drop the script task here, and then just going to connect it. Double click on the script task, and then if you know how you use script in Visual Basic or C#, I'm going to choose a C# read on variable. We're going to use a file name. A variable. We are already created user. That's the file name. We need to read the file name. Click on the file name. Remember, user : file name. Click OK. Edit script. And then you're going to type the code here. Message box dot show, and then open parentheses. We're gonna have a DTS dot variable, and then open bracket. We're gonna have a double quote user : and then file name. That's the name of the variable. File name. Double quote, close bracket, and then dot value to string. and then we have to get another all close parentheses and then the semicolon. You can just build the expression, build the script, succeeded, build has been succeeded, close it, save it, and then close it, close again. We don't have data anymore here. Let me make sure everything is good. Let's run the package again and let's look what's gonna happen. Start the package. So we got the first so the for each loop picks the customers number one, the first one, customer number one, customer number two. You can just go back here and look. We got the first txt file from the customers. Customer one, customer two, execute customer two, and then customer three. You see that? And then 4. You're gonna employees 1, 2, 3, and 4, and so everything is good right here. 24 rows. Everything has been completed. Stop the package. Thank you very much, guys, and have a nice day.